Well, at Alliance Payroll, we're extremely excited once again to talk with you today about some of our new features that we're rolling out in our spring 2011 release of AllPay. For people that are new to Alliance Payroll and our AllPay application, we do 4 updates of the application each and every year, and the majority of the updates that we release are crowdsourced from our over 5,000 users on the application. So today, what I'm going to cover, and I'm very excited to introduce to everyone, is our new employee onboarding module that's built into AllPay. So what onboarding is designed to do is streamline that process from deciding to hire your new employee, gathering up all of the traditional paperwork and new employee information, and getting them all set up to do a complete benefits enrollment package. So with our new onboarding feature, you can actually do all of that directly within AllPay in an online format that is clean and gives you the ability to gather all the information, store all of the data directly in AllPay, including I-9 and W-4 information, and I should say, if you'd like, you can print out all the information to have your new hire sign and bring it back to the office as well. Regardless of how you eventually have the employee handle the information, if they do complete everything online, all of that information will be saved directly into the AllPay application, and should help you reduce the amount of paperwork and administrative time involved in onboarding all of your new employees. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump right into the AllPay application and talk a little bit more about what it actually takes to set up the onboard process, and we're going to try to walk you through today in as short a period of time as possible what the whole experience is like for you and the new hire. So once you're in the AllPay application, you'll now notice that we have a little puzzle piece. That's our new icon for our onboarding module, and once you click on that, you're taken to the onboarding area. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to set up a brand new onboard portal. So here we're going to set up a portal, and we're going to label this one for our sales team for the year 2011. So I'm going to go ahead and complete all this top information at the top part of the screen. And in this area, we're looking to complete the basics of the portal and give the new portal a new web address. And once we've completed all of that information, now it's time for us to select what type of information we're going to be needing to create and collect to complete this new onboard portal for all of our new employees. So as you work through the list, you can see we have the majority of common information pulled up and listed in front of you. So if your business has confidentiality agreements, ethics policies, non-disclosure agreements, non-compete, all of that information, you just check what you're going to need, and then once you've decided what modules you're going to include in your portal, then it's time to decide how do you want the employee to sign off on it. Are you going to go ahead and use direct electronic signature or have them print and sign? And so you're just going to work through these little drop-down boxes, and this part only takes a few minutes to complete. So once all of this is done, now you go ahead and click Save, and we've started to build out our new portal. And the next step is to go in and populate some of these areas that are going to use your custom information. So some areas that are going to need custom information if you choose to use them, it's going to be ethics, non-compete, non-disclosure, pay card statements, some final instructions for employees. You should already have all of this information in a paper-based or a digital format locally within your business. And so all you're going to need to do is take that information and literally copy and paste it into the online editor that you're going to see, and then just check the formatting out, and you will be pretty much set up at that point to move forward with releasing your new hire onboarding portal. So to get started, the first thing you're going to do in this area is create the email template. When we're using the onboarding portal, as you decide to hire somebody and you enter them into the system, they're actually going to receive an email, which is an optional item, in which the email will alert them to being hired and give them all the instructions required to complete their new hire paperwork. And in this area right here, we've taken an existing confidentiality agreement and pasted it into this online editor. Done a little bit of reformatting just to make sure it's going to lay out on the web page correctly. And once we've reviewed everything, we can go ahead and save this, and now this will come up as a custom web page within the portal. And so you continue to do that as you work through each and every module. And then once you're done, one of the last things that you're going to do is you can do some branding. So you can upload your corporate logo to your own portal, and that's a nice touch for all of your new hires. So you can customize it so it's your own brand, and to add a logo, simply just pull it off of your desktop and upload it into the application. It's extremely easy for everybody to accomplish. So once everything looks good, you go ahead and click Save, and you can review it one more time. And now when we're ready to hire an employee, we're still in the puzzle, the onboarding module within AllPay. And now in the information section, you just click Add New, and now you can begin to fill out the new hire's information. And we're actually going to go through right now. We're going to add the employee Chris Murphy, or our new hire, I should say, Chris Murphy, to the system. Because we know that not all frontline managers are going to have every piece of information required on these screens, all it takes to begin the onboard process for the new hire employee is to enter their name and their email address. And that way your frontline managers can leverage this tool more effectively, and we don't have to have them waiting to compile key pieces of information as they work through the process. So to initiate and launch this whole process to your new hire, that's all that they're going to need. Now, in these next few screens that we're looking at, where you can assign a home department and location as well as wage rates, those are all optional fields, and it's great if you can fill them out, but by no means are they required for your team to use this new tool within the AllPay application. So you're going to do one final review here to make sure all the information is the way you want it, and then you're going to save. And now everything's queued up. Now your decision is, do you want to just go ahead and do everything electronically and send an email notification to the candidate that they have been accepted and they're ready to start the new hire process? Or you can go ahead and print out a mail merge version that you can also mail out to your new hire, that's going to contain all the information they will need to log in to their onboarding portal to complete their new hire information. So now at this point we're clicking the send email. So the candidate now is going to be receiving an email alerting them to being hired and with all the instructions required. And here's a sample of a basic email that they might receive. That's going to contain all the basic information, including their username, password, and a direct link to your onboarding portal. And this is a sample onboarding portal. As you can see, there's the logo that we used when we created our portal. They're going to come in, they're going to use their username, their first time password. As typical with all of our products, they're going to be asked to go ahead and add in their own personal information for their password, so it is truly secured and unique to them. And then once they click save, now they're going to pull in and they're going to be asked to be authorized to do electronic signature in this example that we're looking at here. And once they click save, now they're going to walk through the onboarding process as we've laid it out over in AllPay. So it looks a lot better for this new hire. And so as they go through, they're going to work through basic information is their first stop. And what's great about this is the information that they're going to enter in here is information that we need for HR and payroll. So we're asking that new hire to become more involved in the process, and that should ensure more accurate data within the application. To help streamline the process for your new hires as well as make the system more accurate with the address information entered, we actually query a full database of U.S. postal addresses. And if there is an exact match, it will pop up, and the new hire has the option to say, yes, this is my address, or no, to put more accurate information within the application as they work through it. So here's that non-compete confidentiality agreement that we had loaded up in the AllPay side of the application. The person come in, they add their initials, they go ahead and click save, and then they move forward and they work through each and every step of the process. And so they're going to go through and they're going to come in and they're going to complete each step of the process. Since it is secure, they can start and stop and come back. So if they're not able to finish everything, they can come back in and finish it at a later date if they need to. And what's really great is on the AllPay side of the application, you can see how far they've gotten in completing their process. So the employee can go through, and you just saw they did the I-9. They can go through and do an electronic W-4, and all this information again is going to transition over to your AllPay application as well. And you can set up your onboarding process for your new hires to actually force them to choose either to go with direct deposit and a pay card and eliminate the ability to have a paper check. And at the very last step for them is to create their MyPay account. So once they're hired and they've completed this onboarding process and they click save and the information is pushed back into AllPay, and we're going to go through that in a minute, and it's reviewed and approved on the AllPay side of the application. When it's finally approved, then this new hire would get a second email that's going to give them access to their new MyPay account. And it's within MyPay that they're going to see all of their pay information as well as begin their benefit enrollment process. So here we can see that Chris Murphy's completed the entire application. So we see that the I-9 hasn't been certified by the employer yet, so you click Certify I-9, you come in, you can handle all of this electronically, and when that's done, now you go and you click Create New Employee. So now it's taking the information, it's giving us the opportunity to check everything over one last time to make sure everything looks great before we pull it into the live payroll HR database within AllPay. We put everything in, everything looks good. We hit save and create, and now we just saw that wonderful flash of green, and you can see that this employee is now live and running within AllPay and is ready to be a part of your next payroll process that they're to be a part of. And behind the scenes right now, this new hire is receiving their MyPay introductory email that's going to allow them once again to see all of their pay information and begin their benefits enrollment process. So if you have any questions, please contact us at the information on your screen. And once again, thank you to all of our customers that are already working with us and using our AllPay application.